Welcome back, everybody. All right, today I'm doing a little bit of prep. It is prep for me this time. I always say I'm on a diet. I've been on a diet for like 10 years at this point. It is just what it is. I struggle with weight. I always have. I find food to be very difficult. But here we are. So I follow what is called ITrackBites. It's an app. You get so many points per day. I am on the Better Balance. Your plate's there. Bailey, I'm working on yours. I'll call you when your lunch is done. And in the midst of all this, I'm still a mom. Still have to do all those mom things. So I'm on the Better Balance plan, which is pretty much identical to what I was using in WW, the blue plan. Today I am prepping a few things. Let me get my list. I don't write things down, I forget things, and so that's where my brain is. So I'm doing egg whites and hash browns. I'll have 5 of those, so that's 5 days of breakfast for me. It's just my favorite breakfast. It's my go-to, so that's what I do. Guys, knock it off. I'm going to make one batch of 2-ingredient dough, so later on in the week when the kids are having pizza for lunch, I can also have pizza. I'm making a few hard-boiled eggs. One's actually for my lunch today, which will be in another video because I'm going to have a salad. I'm going to make 3 salmon fillets with rice and corn. I'm making 0-point ranch dip, and I've got to cut my head of lettuce. So that's my plan for today. Let's see if I can get it done without the whole house falling apart. I have my egg whites here in a bowl. I just use a big carton. It says 32 ounces. So it works out to be about 3 to 4 egg whites per day, which just works out to be best for me. I just sprinkle a little salt. And this is 2% milk. You can use any milk you need. You can use almond milk. I've used almond, just a tiny little splash. And that keeps it from getting rubbery. I don't know why, but that's my trick. Just stir it up a little bit. Let me turn my pan on. So I have my eggs boiling here and my hash browns in a big frying pan here. I measured those out, so that is 5 cups of frozen hash browns. And there's a window there and it's very bright, but I'm working with what I got. I just pour my eggs into the pan. I still need to wash the dishes. Bailey's having a little cup of mac and cheese. I swear that child doesn't eat anything. If you can hear her, she goes, "What? I love mac and cheese." So my hope for today, let me see you. My hope for today is just to give a little bit of encouragement. I am not perfect by any means. My life is busy. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. My oldest son, who is not screaming at the moment, he's actually in a pretty good mood the last couple of days. Hopefully it stays that way. But he has Angelman syndrome. So as much as I would prefer our life doesn't revolve around the fact that he has Angelman syndrome, it does. We have good days and we have bad days. We have been struggling a lot here lately with the whole pandemic lockdown. My eggs are boiling, so I'm going to turn them on for 10 minutes. Bailey, your mac and cheese is done. It's hot. I'll set it on the table. You can let it cool, okay? Yeah, so I hope this just encourages you just to do a little bit. Just a little bit will help. And some days I'll eat perfectly for breakfast and lunch and then completely derail for dinner. And you know what? I just get up and start again the next day. My biggest thing is I haven't gained any weight during the pandemic, which I'm big and I'm bigger than I'd like to be, but I look for giving myself grace. Yes, baby. Sure, baby. I look to give myself grace for things like that. So let's get back to prepping. Hash browns are cooking, egg whites are cooking. I want to get the salmon in the oven. So I'm gonna do pouches of salmon. It's just salt, pepper, spray butter, and lemon juice. Let me grab them. So I just got some frozen salmon from my local grocery store, and I'm gonna wrap them up in aluminum foil with a little bit of spray butter, a couple splashes of lemon juice, salt, and pepper. And I'll show you once I have them done. All right, so I'm just gonna show you one, and I'm actually gonna do 3 of these. So it's still actually a little frozen, so I'm gonna have to cook it a little longer. Just spray a little bit with some butter spray, little salt, not too much because I actually put salt in my rice, little pepper, yeah, can you ask Brian to get you some for a second, bud? Or just hold on a minute, Mommy will be done in just a second. And then I like lemon. That's it. And then I'm gonna fold it up. A little fold, make sure you roll it on the top. You kind of don't want to like let any steam out. And that's it. I'll put it on the pan just like that, and I'm baking at 400. It'll probably be a good 10 to maybe even 15 minutes because they are partially frozen. So these will sit here for just a little bit, and then I will divvy them up into my meal prep containers. I'm just going to put the salmon in the oven. I have to pull my hard-boiled eggs off the stove. So those have to go under cold water. So pulling my hard-boiled eggs off the stove, and then I need to get my rice started. Also, while I have you here, my hash browns, ooh, steamy, are actually done too. So I'm gonna pull those off the stove so that they can cool down too. And then once everything's cooled, I can put them in my meal prep containers. So next is salmon in the oven and making of the rice. I'll see you back soon. Further along, I cut my lettuce. It's just a big head of romaine from, I think I got it from Walmart. And I put it in a bag with, oh, what is that? A paper towel. I'm just going to set it over here because I actually need that for my lunch. I finished the hard-boiled eggs. I actually only have 2. I made 3. One's for my lunch with my salad. I made 2, and I just put them in with a paper towel. It keeps the moisture. And these I only keep for like maybe 2 or 3 days, or then I think they just get kind of weird. So I have left, my salmon's in the oven, my rice is cooking, my egg whites and hash browns are cooling. So all I have left is 2 ingredient dough, which is just 0% Greek yogurt. I suggest, I've made it with the cheaper like Walmart, Aldi brands, and it's okay, but you can taste the yogurt. I mean, this you can still taste the yogurt, but it's definitely much more mild. It, like, name brand, highly suggest when using it in these fashions for sour cream or dip or So I'm going to do a half a cup of yogurt with a half of cup of self-rising flour. And I'm pretty sure that the two of those together makes it 5 points. And you get a decent personal size pizza. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below and I can do a video on just making the pizza, because I believe it comes out to about 7, maybe 8 points. It might be a little bit more, but I know it's no more than 9 points for the whole thing. And you could pair it with vegetables and fruit, and you can even dip your vegetables in the 0 point dip that I'm about to make. So you can still have pizza. I'm not a big fan of pizza, but sometimes it's nice to eat what everyone else is eating. So let me know if you want more ideas on meals, because I'd love to share them. My big thing go-to is sandwiches. I love sandwiches. So, all right, so I'm gonna put it down towards the bowl. There we go. I'm gonna do the flour first. I have a 1/4 cup measure here, so it'll be 2 of these. And then here's the yogurt. Move some things. And I'm just going to use the same measure because I'm trying to save dishes here. I have a pile already. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's my husband's truck. He's home. So there's that, and one more. There we go. Turn that off some. Move that out of the way, and then it's just a matter of working it all together. It takes a little bit to get it all incorporated. I just always use a spoon. I've seen people use spatulas, and at some point sometimes I get in there and use my hands. Spoon off some. And it does all come together eventually, I promise. And I'm just mashing, because I'm going through and working it, I'm mashing it all together. What's the matter, Brayden? Just keep these starting to come together, to keep mashing it. Alright, I'm going to clean up my mess some, lay out some plastic wrap. So this isn't super hard to do. You could do it the same day that you want to have the 2-ingredient dough pizza, but I find that if I have it ready to go, I'm more than likely going to use it. I'm just trying to get some of this flour in here so I can work it into the dough. So I'm just working the ball together, and I'm just going to wrap it in this plastic wrap. Let me rinse my hands. And then I'll just wrap it and put it in the fridge, and it's ready to go when I'm ready to use it. So 2-ingredient dough is done. So now I'm going to do my 0 point. So they're nuts. Bailey. So 1.5 tablespoons of ranch seasoning and 1 cup. Yeah, 1 cup of the same yogurt. 1, 2. This is a 1/4 cup. It's the same one I used for. I literally have a mountain of dishes, so I'm trying to limit. 1, 2, 3. I think that was 3, 4. So it's 1½ tablespoons of the seasoning mix, which I got this big container from Costco. I had been looking at Costco forever, and they finally had it, which is nice because I go through so much. 1, 2, 3, and that's 1/2 tablespoon, so it's 1½ tablespoons, and then just mix it up. And this is always better if you do it ahead of time and it sits in the fridge for a little bit. You scared him? Who are you scaring? That's it? Okay, prep is done. So I have 3 containers of the salmon with rice and corn. The rice is 4 points because it's 2/3 of a cup. Salmon is 0, corn is 0, and then my hash browns and egg whites are 2 points per meal. It's just 2 points for the hash browns, 0 for the egg whites, 0 point dip, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and the 2 ingredient dough. And I put away the lettuce already. And it is 1:20. So in just a little over an hour, I was able to accomplish all of that. So I really do suggest, if you're struggling staying on track, to try small prep. Try 1 meal at a time. See if it helps you the next day, if you like it, things like that. So I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.